Get ready for a DIY food tour through Hoi An. We're hitting 8 amazing restaurants serving local favorites like Cao Lau and Bun Cha, plus a brand new spin on Vietnam's 2 most iconic dishes. Trust us, you won't want to miss a bite. So our first stop today is at a place called Bun Cha Ta, and they're famous for their bun cha. So what we've got is the grilled pork inside the sauce or the broth. We've got the rice noodles, and then it also came with some fried spring rolls, and then some greens that you can add wherever you'd like in your meal. I think we've got some garlic and some chili peppers here as well. I'm very excited for this. Oh, that's really good. It's just like ground pork put together into a patty, and then they've grilled it. And then with it sitting in the sauce, it's very good. Oh my gosh, that's really good. Now we're gonna try a spring roll. I think they're just vegetarian. Let's dip a little in there. So it's definitely a vegetable spring roll. The rice paper is really crisp on the outside, but it's also really thin, so it doesn't overpower the flavor of the vegetables inside. And just dipping it in the broth a little bit, it's perfect.
Ooh, that's really nice. I haven't had a little bun cha. I think I've only had it maybe once or twice. Flavor-wise, I think the best one I've had so far. Oh. Mm-hmm. This also could be one of the best spring rolls too. And the price wasn't terrible either. This is $120,000 per person. It's good value. Just as the meal's wrapping up, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at?
I'm just solid 8, maybe 8.5.
Definitely worthwhile coming.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and for the price too. So that bun cha was a very good start.
Very good.
To an afternoon of eating.
Yes, we're hoping to do a lot more eating today. This was our first stop, and I'm hoping it doesn't bias us because we haven't eaten in a long time. Yeah. So that was a really good meal. I think it was legitimately good though.
It was
Not
really
just because
good.
We're both really hungry. Now from here, we're off to get coffee.
Yeah, so we have a 5-minute walk to the coffee place where we're going to try some salt coffee.
Salt coffee.
For the first time.
One salt coffee and 1 milk coffee.
So after a quick 5-minute walk, we've made it to our next stop where I got a salt coffee. And it's just supposed to be a really popular coffee that is served throughout Vietnam. It's Robusta coffee beans, which is a stronger flavor and a stronger coffee. It's got more caffeine in it, I believe. And then it's mixed with salted cream. That's where the salt part comes from. She was literally just making it at the side of the road. So she had her cooler with her ice in it, and she had the coffee going and the cream. So normally I would get coffee with like a dairy alternative, but because it's supposed to be such an iconic coffee, I had to get it just as is. It smells really good. All right, here we go. Oh my God. I was not expecting to like that. I don't know, the idea of putting salt in coffee just sounds wrong. That is actually incredible. 9.5, 9, 10, I don't know, somewhere between 9 and 10. This is actually probably the best coffee I've had in Vietnam, I might say it. Oh, maybe it has something to do with the fact that it's actual cream. That makes it a little bit different, but regardless, it feels like a dessert. That's what it tastes like. And the salted part, oddly enough, it gives me kind of like a salted caramel kind of flavor, even though I don't believe there's any caramel anything in it. 10 out of 10. Would definitely recommend this place. And it was only 20,000 dong, so that's just a little over $1 Canadian for this huge coffee.
Feed me a little bit of that.
Okay.
Well, that is pretty good. I can understand why you would love that.
Right?
It's very much like macchiato or something.
Oh, you're thinking of like a frappuccino.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, yeah, because it's really, I guess from the cream, it's really like frothy. So it feels like it's more of like a dessert type drink.
For me, 8 out of 10.
Yeah? It's still high.
I also got myself a milk coffee. I'll be drinking that, and Jess will be drinking this. And we are off to our next spot. The next stop on our food tour today was going to be a banh mi location called Banh Mi Phuong, maybe? It was one that was eaten at by Anthony Bourdain, and it's supposed to be really good. It has a lot of reviews. It says on Google it was open till 9:30, but when we showed up here, the sign says it's closed, and they're going to open between 5 and 6. So I'm going to just assume that's because they're so busy they ran out. We may come back here again later today, or we may come back another day. But for sure, I am coming back here. We do have another alternative, though, which is also very popular. Some people say it's better. So, I mean, we'll find out.
We were just walking from that first banh mi place that was closed to, I think we were heading to Banh Mi Queen, and we kind of stopped in our tracks because we noticed this shop on the side of the road that was serving something called Banh Mi Pho. And we were kind of confused by that because banh mi is a sandwich and pho is a soup, and we were just not sure how that was coming together. We saw a couple that were eating the sweet version, so a dessert version of this, and it's the only place in Vietnam, in the world actually, that does this dessert style banh mi. It's a French baguette hollowed out that they put all of the filling in, and then it's got the chantilly on top, and then you eat it with the spoon, and then you eat the bread afterward. They also do two that are more like a savory version. The one Dave is getting is just beef pho inside of a banh mi. So it's basically everything that you would get in the soup inside of the bread. Just floored. I think this is so cool. Pretty interested to see what comes, and I'm very excited to taste it.
So I do the show
Yeah.
for the Canadian television.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
So here you have the fish sauce, Chouben fish sauce, okay? And I put some on the top of your banh mi pho.
Oh, fancy.
So like the pho, you take the lemon and you can squeeze on the top like you do on the pho, and enjoy.
Oh wow, we gotta smell it.
Is it hefty?
So
It smells good.
yeah, the fish sauce is most of the time the fish sauce killed, you know, when it's
Like
the
overpowers
flavor.
it and you don't get
exactly. And this is not for this. It's just to
Like enhance the
yes,
flavors that
exactly,
are already
enhance.
there.
Yes. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
No
you very much.
problem. Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I gotta bend this down so I don't poke myself in the eye. That is very good. It tastes exactly like pho.
Yeah?
Exactly.
No way.
Yeah. Did you want to get gluten for this?
I might.
Jess is going to pretend like she doesn't have celiac disease and have a little bit of bread. Don't tell anyone.
Very excited. It looks really good. It smells just like pho. Going in. Oh my god.
Right? Doesn't it taste exactly like pho?
It tastes exactly like pho. And
The
the bread,
bread is really good too.
so soft, but also like the outside's really crispy. Oh my gosh. I'm sad to hand this back.
Very good. Very good. One number 6. Yeah. I just got a banh mi from Banh Mi Queen. It's one of the best, or the second best, banh mi location in Hội An. The one I got was the barbecue pork. It's got barbecue pork, pate, yeah, a little bit of everything in there. And yeah, let's try it out. That was good. Ooh, she asked if I wanted it spicy. I said a little bit of spice. It's spicy. So this banh mi, not a lot of vegetables in it, a lot of meat, a lot of pate in it. A really hearty sandwich. It's really meaty, really good. A lot of really strong like barbecue flavors and like barbecue sauce. I would say, especially for the value, I think I paid 30,000 for this. Incredibly cheap banh mi, and really good banh mi. So I'm gonna give it 7.5. 7.5 out of 10.
We're we're getting pretty full this evening, so we're going to cut right to dessert and have some of the other foods another day. But as we were walking to the dessert spot, we stumbled upon the Japanese bridge, and I've been meaning to come by there, but just hadn't made time for it yet. Basically, it was funded by a Japanese businessman in like the 16th century, and when you go up to the top of the bridge, there's a little temple up there. And yeah, it's just really beautiful architecture and really nice bridge. So this is the place that we were coming for dessert because they're supposed to have some gluten-free stuff. And unfortunately, it looks like they're closed, even though they're supposed to be open until 8 p.m. and it's only 5:45. So we've come out for the traditional dish that Hoi An is known for, called Cao Lau. And basically it's just a certain type of noodle, and the way they prepare it, it's made of rice, and then the rice soaks in lye water for a certain number of days, and then they use that to make the noodles, and it's supposed to give it like a very different texture. I've heard like spongy and just, yeah, I'm really curious to try it. It also normally comes with pork on top, and then they cut squares of the noodle dough and they fry it up so that it's crispy on top. We each placed an order for Cao Lau, and then we also got an order of fried spring rolls. Our Cao Lau has just arrived, and first of all, it looks delicious. Just these thinly sliced pieces of pork on top. It looks like a little sauce. There's still some of those crispy fried noodles, I guess you would say. They're like little squares, and they've been deep fried sitting on top. And then the noodles are a really interesting texture. They're kind of like squared off almost. They just look very like rectangular, I guess is the word for it. And then there's bean sprouts and lettuce and a little bit of coriander, cilantro, my arch nemesis. And then there's a little bit of broth in the bottom too. All right, I'm gonna try some of these noodles first. I don't even know how to describe that. They're kind of firm, but they're also like spongy. It's a really interesting texture. The flavor is incredible. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try some of the pork. Perfection.
Thank you. It's very good. The noodles are really interesting because they don't really taste like, there's no like really overpowering flavors. It's not super spicy, but yeah, it's a really nice meal. Now we got some spring rolls. Who are we kidding? These are a contender for maybe some of the best spring rolls I've had. And the sauce here, once again, looks like it's going to be spicy, but I think inside the spring rolls it could be some pork and maybe a little bit of vegetable. It's just so like meaty and hearty, and it's very good. All right, Jess. So for the spring rolls, out of 10, what do you give it?
Oh, it's either a 9.5 or a 10. Honestly, they're pretty much perfect, especially with like the little sauce to dip it in. Yeah, no notes for sure on these. These are incredible.
Perfect 10 for me. And what about the noodle dish? What's your thoughts?
I'm also really enjoying the noodle dish. Give me a second. I'm probably going to give it a solid 8 or 8.5. It's got really good flavor. I really enjoy the different texture of the noodles. It's just different than getting like a bowl of pho or some of the other noodle dishes like Bun Cha that we've had. I'm really enjoying this.
Yesterday we tried to get a banh mi from Banh Mi Pho, I think it's called, but they were closed for an hour, so we just got a different banh mi from Banh Mi Queen. Went back there today, they were open, really busy. So yesterday I got the barbecue pork, today I got the barbecue pork as well. Thought it'd be a better comparison side by side. I asked for the same level of spice, 35,000 for the banh mi. I just had a meal, yesterday I just had a meal, so I feel like we're same. So up front right away, this banh mi is spicier than the one yesterday. Not overpowering, because I do like spice, but I'm not a huge spice kind of guy. This is spicier. This one doesn't taste like it has any pate on it. It doesn't from the looks of it. I personally don't like pate. The other one, it just had pate on it already. So I'd say as far as the flavor goes, this banh mi, in my opinion, is better. It wasn't as pre-prepared. The last banh mi I had yesterday, it was ready to go in like seconds because Jess had seen that they'd already pre-made a lot of them. This one, they were actually throwing ingredients in. Maybe it was just because they had more people ordering. But yeah, this banh mi, I would say, is the better banh mi. Cool.
Tonight we've come out for some traditional Vietnamese cuisine at a restaurant called Com Linh, and the popular dish here to get is the roast duck. So I chose the roasted duck with garlic rice, and Dave got the Vietnamese roasted duck special noodles or something like that.
I got the duck pho, and it looks really good. It's got just the noodles like you'd expect in pho, but it has this really great looking duck here. And the skin on it looks really good. My mouth is watering just looking at it. Oh, the duck is delicious. If you've never had duck before, like me, it's kind of like chicken, but dark meat. A little bit oilier, but it's really good.
My mouth is watering watching you eat it.
This is incredible. This is $75,000 for this. Great value for how good it is. Delicious.
I got the roast duck with the garlic rice, and like Dave said, the skin on the duck, it just looks so like well roasted. I guess it makes sense. It's roast duck. Oh, it smells really good. Always has to pass the smell test. That's really good. The meat is so moist, and it just has so much flavor, and I feel like it just like almost falls apart in your mouth, and the skin on the outside is just roasted to perfection. This is really good. And I've never had duck before either, and I'm pretty happy with this. All right, Dave, now that the meal has come to an end, what are you giving it out of 10?
Oh, like a 9.5, maybe even 9.7. It was so good. My meal was really good. And then Jess couldn't eat all of her duck. I ate it all. My mouth is still watering. I could eat more of this duck all day. Such a good meal for so inexpensive. Yeah, really good. I'd come back here. I don't know about Jess. What's yours?
I'm a little torn. So I'd say I'd probably still give it like a 7.5 or an 8, but that's more about a personal taste thing as opposed to whether it was good or not. Like the roast duck was actually cooked so well, and it tasted really good. But yeah, I don't know, just still not fully my thing, but I would definitely come back to this restaurant in general because the food was really good quality and a really good value. So I would definitely come back here and maybe try some other stuff on the menu. All right, so we finished filming all of the other food places a couple days ago, but we realized that we never ended up actually going out for dessert. So we've come back to a place called Dingo Deli where we've had a number of meals, mostly because they're gluten-free and I can eat them. So it's been really great. I've had like burgers, mostly burgers, they're very good. But we knew that they had a bunch of desserts and they had a whole section that were just gluten-free. So we've come back for that. So I've gotten a creamy chocolate cheesecake, and I also got a hot latte with oat milk. So I'm very excited about this. My mouth is watering looking at the chocolate that's layered on top of here. So I'm gonna try to have the coffee first because I have to take a lactose pill. Tasty. That's good coffee. So it looks like it's got like a little chocolate coin on the top. I'm guessing the top is probably a layer of like chocolate ganache or something. It looks pretty thick. And then like white cheesecake part in the middle. And then the bottom looks like it's actually just more like chocolate cheesecake filling. I don't think there's actually like a crust on it. And I'm here for it because the filling's the best part anyways. Oh, it's like mousse. I'm really excited. I hope this is really good. Oh my god. I hope there's no shame in licking the plate clean because I don't even know what to say. This is so good. I'm a big chocolate fan, and this is just the perfect amount of chocolatey without being like too much, too sweet. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Unreal.
So I got a cheesecake with a cranberry sauce. I'm really excited for it because I haven't had, I don't think, any like real cheesecake in Asia yet. Looking forward to this now. First piece I shot to the floor, so in editing you'll never know. It looks like it's my first piece. It's very good. Looks like a classic cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I have to try it with some cranberry. Yeah, you can't go wrong with cranberry. Very good.
Are we giving things ratings here? Because this is a 10 out of 10. No contest. I mean, it's hard to compare dessert to all the other things we've eaten, so it's not really a comparison, but still, 10 out of 10 for this dessert.
I'll give mine 7.5 out of 10. Mainly just because I'm not as big of a dessert person as Jess. Very good cheesecake, but we came here for Jess.
That's it for our DIY food tour of Hoi An. Next up, we're heading to Da Nang to visit Monkey Mountain and cruise along the legendary Hai Van Pass. You won't want to miss it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.